Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the mountain. I'm John. This is Shimoda Life. It's a beautiful, beautiful October morning. It's Saturday. I've got a couple of days to work up here and a couple of days of great weather to do it in. It feels like I haven't been back for a long time, and that's true. Been, working on at the house in town for a little bit. And not doing so much out here on the mountain, but this weekend is just prime. It rained all day yesterday, so I'm not sure if we're going to encounter too much muddiness around here, but I think not. I think we're going to have a really good weekend. So I've got 2 tasks set up for this weekend, and honestly, I don't know that I'll get to finish both of them, but I'm gonna give it my best shot. The first task is let's see if we can orient you. If you're a regular viewer, you've watched the progress of this mountain road coming up from the paved road down below up to this parking zone 2, and then a switchback up along this angle here, this road that I built or in the spring, to the potential house area right there. But and this big rock has always been kind of a placeholder, a monumental icon, let's call it. Right above that rock is a flat area, and I've always envisioned that to be home to a small separate outbuilding, an office, another bedroom, that type of thing. Except I've never cleared it. I've never done any work up there except just look at it with joyful anticipation. So today I'm going to try and get up there and see how much I can clear. There's a couple of nice big trees, which I'm going to try to keep. And then there's a whole bunch of little saplings and such, just scrub growth that, just overpopulate the mountains of Japan. So I'm going to try and just do as much clearing as possible. So that's task 1. Let's see how much we can get done. The second task is this small grouping of trees right here. This is the bend. This is the corner that comes up from the road down at the bottom. And if this were to be a driveway, cars are going to come around this bend and then into this area here. So this selection of trees, actually I've left here on purpose to help buttress the mountainside right here. And I'm gonna whatever I do to them today or this weekend, I'm gonna still leave the stumps in place for now until we get some other reinforcements. But the trees themselves, 2 of them are dead completely, so they got to come down anyway. But that location there, ultimately, if the trees aren't there, it gives I don't know, almost 5-6 feet extra of clearance for a vehicle to come around the corner, and that will be valuable in the future. So I'm going to work on those. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trunks all in there, and yeah, they got to come down. That's the weekend work. Let's get at it. I'm going to be in full lumberjack mode today. I want to make sure that my saws are sharp. I haven't used them aggressively in 3 months maybe, and so let's just see if we can get them a little sharper. I've got 3 chainsaws to help me deal with the mountain, and there's a perfect use for all of them. My one-handed one here, I've really started loving this one because there's so much small diameter wood up there that this one just makes it so easy to, use 2 hands for 2 different things. Then I've got my medium Haikoki, is it? Tanaka brand. Tend to buy all Japanese brands here because they're the most available. This is a good one. I've lost a nut on it and I don't know where that went off. I lost it a long time ago. But it's really good when it's sharp. And then my big Hitachi here, which is the workhorse, and 20-inch bar, I think. I really love this machine. It cuts very well. It almost always starts immediately, whereas my medium size one tends to really be stubborn at starting. And I've got enough gas and oil for days, so I'm ready to go. So I've decided I really want to get this above the rock location first. I want to tackle it because it's just so attractive to me as a future building spot. That other set of trees is kind of more utilitarian, so let's go up here and see what we can find. I think the first thing we want to do is get rid of some of this low-lying stuff so I have a path up when I walk up and down. And there's a lot of it. Technically, this whole area here, it's probably really hard to see on the camera, but this is a gully. And this is the only one on my property where water gathers and runs downhill. And I guess lucky for me, it only does it in extreme rain. Even in light rain, you don't see anything gathering. And you know, I don't know I don't have the full explanation for it, but I've looked at Google Maps and the elevation charts enough to know that the other side of the mountain has this really broad, wide, flat face. And this side of the mountain has this kind of gentle slope. And so, you know, it doesn't gather on this side. But right here, we've got this gully. So over there, where I'm eventually going to clear and hope for an outbuilding, that cannot, you know, lay over this gully. I want usable space, and I'm trying to maximize usable space without, of course, you know, ruining the natural environment. Oh, there's just tons and tons of natural environment right in my little spot here that I can't even touch because it's inaccessible. Well, I made good progress. It's mid-afternoon now. I've had a little bit of trouble with my chainsaws, but overall I got, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 little saplings out of the way. And now comes the boring part, which is cleanup. Cutting down trees is all good fun, but you gotta get them out of your way after you cut them down. So thanks for staying with me through another lumberjack episode. Getting out the chainsaws. Back on the chainsaw.